After we as humanity tried dogma, tried religion, tried churches, we are coming out of it finally. And I know that many chose non-denominational churches. The religious dogma is no longer, and nobody wants it. And when we speak about what is my direction for spirituality, normally we try to evaluate all spiritual directions that existed ever on earth and come to our own decision what we would like to have for our own spirituality. So I personally tried several directions. One of them was a dogmatic church of Christianity, and I stayed there for over a year. And I never resonated after that. It was all about feeling ashamed, feeling less than, and never feeling that I'm doing the right thing. It took me a few years after I rejected that idea before I ever came to my spiritual direction. So I chose to continue with Christianity but choose better. Having known Sylvia Browne through books brought me to her church. She had a church of Gnostic Christians. Those people meditated, they loved Divine Mother. They never believed in the same dogmas of the Christianity that I learned from the other church. It happened so that I read a few books by Sylvia Browne, and she was the head of the Gnostics. And it was a Gnostic church in California that I attended, and it was an amazing place where we meditated, we learned the truth about spirituality, and we worshiped Divine Mother. And it was so uplifting. Considering that I came from dogmatic background, I did enjoy the church. Even though I loved Gnosticism and it left such a big impression upon me within my soul, I continued searching. I realized that at some point it was just not enough. Something had to happen. So I turned to Indians and I turned to their knowledge of ancient gurus such as Sai Baba, and I prayed to Sai Baba, and I also partook in many sessions in his temples in California. Besides anything else, I explored a few other choices such as Kriya Yoga, transcendental knowledge of ancient gurus. I transcended all of those ideas because I realized that they all are just a path to walk. And it's not only about learning and understanding concepts, it's about achieving. What was lacking from my spiritual understanding was the communion, the direct communion with God that I was seeking. So I tried to pray and pray and pray, and I never reached God as I wanted. I continued to seek and ask questions, and I didn't realign fully because of karmas of my lineage. And God was never open to that lineage. And what happened was that even though I was on spiritual path, my karmas from my lineage were overbearing for God to even look at what I was achieving spiritually. Over time, when karmas were wearing off, that's when I started realigning to the true knowledge of divine. And that's when I met truly Divine Mother. She guided me out of many insecurities with life in my past. She also showed me the way and she lifted me up. She also showed that the highest point of love is her Son, our Father God. God the Father is the only Son she has ever had, and she always helped creation and His children who we are. She is to this day working with me, and she knows that I am her priestess as I wanted to be always, and she knows that I am serving people. Today I am here extending my will as divine to serve, and I call for those masters who truly resonate with true communion with the Father, who truly know what Mother is, and who truly love Divine Mother. And right now, as I speak, I know that you have probably a few questions because you probably have trudged many years of spiritual path thinking you are reaching the end of your journey and the ultimate ascension. But I will tell you that not every path leads there. Many paths are just bringing you to the well to drink, but you never truly drink. You only taste, and that's what I was doing. Today, I'm calling forth those who are ready. And if you are ready and you want to drink from the divine and reach up and go to visit divine abode of love, bring yourself and join me. Thank you.